So here I am in Braud Co on our last full day in Iceland, and it's raining today. Temperature is 12.2 degrees Celsius, and we hired a car. We picked the car up this morning. We're going to be going to the Selfoss, the town of Selfoss, doing some shopping for souvenirs perhaps, some sightseeing, visiting a few waterfalls, and ending up at the Secret Lagoon, where we're going to go skinny showering before we go into the pool. Here in Iceland, everyone needs to shower in the nude, and there is an attendant to make sure that you wash all your hidden bits, and then we're going to go into the pool wearing our swimming costumes, of course. So we'll keep you posted. This is to die for. Braud Co. Beautiful cinnamon rolls, the best that I've ever had. The one I had yesterday. Not going to show you Adrian's because she's eaten hers. But look at that hot chocolate. Holy moly. And Steph's beautiful
flat white.
Wow, look at that. Bonus grocery store in Selfoss. The bonus store has a scanning device if you have an account with the local supplier, that you can scan your groceries and tally it up right on the go. We're now in a cold room. Rather than use individual coolers, Bonus has a cold room that you walk into, and all of your vegetables and whatnot are right there on the shelves. So now I know what it's like to feel like packed meat. So this is Icelandic glacial water, and everywhere on YouTube and other things that I've read is do not buy bottled water in Iceland, because a bottle of this is about $7.60, and they fill it from the tap water. The tap water here is excellent everywhere you are, and there's nothing special about the water because everything comes from natural spring water. This is a sign that's in our car. High winds. Well, we found some high winds yesterday in the waterfall area, but it seems to have pretty well stopped raining now, so we're on to make a picnic lunch in the lee of something. Well, we're in the beautiful little town of Selfoss, and apparently Bobby Fischer, the chess champion, was buried here. There's a Bobby Fischer Center in town we saw as we were going by. We just left the Bonas grocery store, which everybody says is the cheapest place to buy groceries, and we're just looking for a place for a picnic to make lunch. And it's not raining at the moment, but look at this church. Isn't it a beautiful little church? So it's a little overcast here in Selfoss, but it's really quite a nice looking place. Look at that background and the clouds, ominous clouds. We've had rain off and on. It was quite foggy on the highway, but it's beautiful. We had been told of this knitting co-op before we left Canada, and it didn't disappoint. According to the lady in the store, it had been started by 8 women a number of years ago. Everything is handcrafted, handmade by people in the town.
This one? Yeah. This one. That one. Okay.
These tea light candles had been placed in pieces of lava. Well, we found a sign with the name of the town. So here we go. Up, 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 up. There it is, I think. There it is. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We were taking our time, just exploring, not following any particular route. We came across to this small town, and we decided that we needed a pee break. So we pulled into this gas station rest area, used the facilities, and I decided to buy an espresso. A nice wee cup of espresso is equivalent of about $4. So we opened the hatch and pulled out our sandwich makings, and it was a great place to stop. And we saw this sign on the wall of the building. We spotted this bouncy thing behind the building, and oh, it was too good to pass up.
Watching Brian as he attempts to bounce. Oh, it's too slippery for bouncing. Otherwise you would have.
It was slippery.
Yeah.
After we left our lunch stop, we headed in the direction of the Secret Lagoon on these beautiful countryside roads. And you can see that they grow marshmallows in Iceland too. We passed through some pastoral land and interesting volcanic ash covered roads, and soon came to the waterfall in South Iceland. It's a spectacular hidden gem, and this powerful waterfall roars over wide, rugged rocks, creating a misty scene. Less crowded than the other falls, it offers a peaceful escape. It has the most volume of water flowing over it than anywhere in Iceland. This waterfall is a must-see for anyone exploring the south coast of Iceland. Well, what better way, after a nice driving day, to end the day is at the Secret Lagoon, the hot springs. It was absolutely beautiful, and in keeping the modesty and to prevent any embarrassment during the mandatory nude showering, segregated I must say, we will end the video here. Hot springs in Iceland are a favorite pastime of Icelanders, particularly in the winter months. This Secret Lagoon costs about $30 a person, whereas the more popular and touristic Blue Lagoon is about $130 a person. We return to Selfoss for a bite to eat before heading back to our house in Reykjavik. Here we are in Selfoss in Grill 66. This is in a gas station. Amazing. Very nice looking burgers. What an interesting find in a gas station in Selfoss. Grill 66 was just what the doctor ordered. We needed to take the car back with a full tank, so we stopped for gas at a self-serve gas pump in Reykjavik on the way back to our accommodation. So we thought we might see some aurora borealis tonight. However, the sky was quite overcast, although the moon was poking through every once in a while, but it just wasn't meant to be, and maybe we'll see them in Nova Scotia. Tomorrow we're going to be going to an art gallery in the morning and taking the car back, and then taking the shuttle, which runs frequently between Reykjavik and Keflavik, the international airport. About a 45-minute drive by shuttle bus, and we'll be home in Nova Scotia tomorrow night. After a good night's sleep, we got up the next morning, packed up our bags, and we headed into town. Adrian and Stephanie took the bags to the Reykjavik Art Museum, while I took the car back and took a taxi back to the museum. It was a wonderful stay, and highlights were still to come. All very minimalist houses, interesting architecture, parking signs everywhere. That means there are two spots, pay and display. Statue of Athena for some reason. We're in the Reykjavik Art Museum near the waterfront, and we're just going to sit down and have coffee. interesting. All these steel doors. We don't know what's behind them. I just saw a very interesting film. Which was all in English, or mostly in English, and it was bizarre to say the least. This museum was very interesting, very contemporary, and very bizarre. These mechanized people reminded me of the Borg in Star Trek. For some reason, I particularly liked the white room with nothing in it, which I have placed at the end of this sequence of pictures. It was fortunate that the museum let us leave our suitcases there while we walked up the street to a bagel restaurant that had come highly recommended. Great bakery. And we are at Deeg, where the best bagels in town, they tell us. We're about to find out. And we watched them with the torch and the creme brulee on top. And there's mine, a ham. Not predictable at all. They didn't have beef. They even have knitted bagels. It was soon time to retrieve our bags and take the shuttle to Keflavik Airport, about 45 minutes away. Well, we're in Keflavik Airport. We're just walking to our gate, D15, and we'll soon be on our flight. This is a very nice plane, fancy, nice leather or leatherette seats, very comfortable. I'm in a row by myself. We sat back to enjoy our short 4-hour, 7-minute flight to Halifax. Made it through all of the rigmarole at Halifax Airport, and then where did I put the damn apartment key? Well, I hope you've enjoyed this series, and thank you for tagging along with Adrian, Stephanie, and I. We have fun exploring new parts of England, Wales, and certainly new Iceland, because we haven't been here before. And just keep tuned to Where is Brian? Who knows, the next episode will have content from Nova Scotia, I believe, and we'll keep you posted. Thank you.